Hey YouTube, it's Tanya. I just did this whole video. I'm using a new computer and I didn't have the sound turned on. Yeah. 15 minutes of talking and no audio. Yeah. Okay, so I'm starting over again. Hope I don't mess it up. Start with the numbers. Um, when I started, I was 272.8. Last week for my 6-month surge anniversary, I was 179 even for a total loss of 93.8 pounds. I was really worried going to Vegas that I was going to come back and have gained because even though my food was, pretty good, like really good, I did drink. I drank vodka and cranberry. And so I thought, oh, for sure. I couldn't wait to get on a scale on Monday to see how bad it was because I didn't take my scale with me on vacation. Um, and when I got on the scale, it was 178.5 on Monday. So I'm like, yay, I was down half a pound. Well, in the last 2 days, I've gone up a few tenths. So this morning, I was 178 point now, not 178.9. So today, I'm down this week, zero point 0.1. Why? Well, a couple of things. I mean, my exercise is kind of off, but I mean, I walked a lot in Vegas and I have been to the gym since I got back. My water's right on point, but I don't seem to be. I'm taking it in, but I'm not putting it out like I usually do. And this usually happens like once a month that I'm not peeing like I should. I don't know why, but I'm not. So I figure that's going to resolve itself on its own. And the other thing is, I've been feeling the urge to snack a lot in the evening, like after dinner. And I feel like I'm just not sticking as strict with my food as I normally do. Now, the morning, like breakfast, excuse me, lunch, fine. All that's fine. Mid-afternoon, I usually have like a half a protein bar or like I always say, like a slice of cheese and some crackers, and that's fine too. But like I want to eat more. I'm stopping myself from not. I want to snack more, and then I'll eat dinner just like I normally do, like nothing out of the ordinary. But after dinner, I want to pick. I want to pick at stuff, and like I find like I'm like taking a bite of one of my kids' cookies, or my husband likes to get the frappes from McDonald's. Oh, can I have some of your frappe? And I'll just take a few sips, and all those sips and nibbles, they do count for something, and I don't know how to count them in my Fitness Pal, and even if I did count them, I'm probably still below 1,000 calories. So I don't really think I'm doing anything like wrong, but it's going to slow down weight loss. But then my other thing is too is that I've really accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish with my weight loss, other than making it to a normal BMI. And originally, making it to a normal BMI wasn't even my goal. 185 was my end goal, and I'm 178.9 now, so I'm below that. So I don't know if I'm just getting lax or lazy with myself, and I don't know if maybe that's okay. I mean, I'm not here to be the skinniest person who ever had weight loss surgery, or to be the most perfect person who ever had weight loss surgery. So maybe I'm getting lax with myself because I'm happy with where I am. I mean, yeah, I don't look like a supermodel, and I never strive to, but I'm happy with the way I look. I'm happy that I can go into a store and pick, and I know I have the confidence now that I can pick out pretty much anything and to a certain extent and wear it. I mean, there's certain things that don't look good on me because I got the flappy arms and the squishy belly, but I look good in what I do finally pick out wearing, and I'm happy that I have a lot more choices than I had before. So, whatever. Anyway, Vegas. Let me just talk about Vegas just a little bit. Um, Met some awesome people in Vegas. I mean, so many people you feel like you know because you watch the videos, but really made connections with several people, and especially Lynn, VSG for Lynn. We just hit it off so amazingly, and so that it was a lot of fun. Um, and I have like my favorite weight loss surgery peeps. You know who you are. Um, it was just a lot of fun to make that connection. And the only thing I have to say is that I'm kind of disappointed in a way because there were several people who I wanted to meet that I didn't go up and introduce myself to because you get this weird feeling, and it's like kind of uncomfortable that you feel like I've been watching somebody. I feel like I know them, but I don't know if they've been watching me. And it feels bizarre to walk up to somebody and it's like a celebrity, like I would think how they would feel like you don't know me, like how do you like obviously I know how you know me, but um I don't know. I just didn't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And I know a lot of people have like anxiety issues and with being in crowds. And I wanted to meet Philly Tomcat. I did not go up and introduce myself. I wanted to meet Sarah Will Be Skinny. I did not go up and introduce myself, just because I was afraid I would make them feel uncomfortable. And so I don't know. I kind of have mixed emotions about that. I don't know. It was really big. We had fun at the we did the Sassy Sleevers meetup, but I wish we would have had more time and it would have been quieter. I think we had a lot more we wanted to say to each other, and we could have connected a lot more, but our time was cut short because the room had to close. And I think next year we should ask that they have a designated like time, like a round table or a special place that we can go to for any groups that want to have like a special meetup. I know it seemed like the lap banders had their things that they wanted to get together with just them, and I know the sleevers wanted to get together. But I'm happy to talk to everybody because I feel like we're kind of all in the same boat anyway. But anyway, that was the only thing I was kind of disappointed in. I didn't get as much like one-on-one time with certain people, but I have to say, like, I did meet Sally, Cabernet Queen, and she is exactly who she is in her videos, which I expected, and she lived up to it completely. Um, she's just the most. She did something with Gastric Rose, and she's just the most genuine person, and I just I was not disappointed with Sally. So. Um, I got to meet Amy, SD Mom, and all the big people. Um, what else? What else? Oh, so WLSFA. For anybody who's watching who doesn't know what it is, it's the Weight Loss Surgery Foundation of America, and what they do is they raise funds to give grants to people who cannot afford weight loss surgery or like plastics that are desperately needed. And I didn't have my insurance pay for my surgery, but I was fortunate enough to have enough money to be able to pay for my own surgery. But I know there's a lot of people who are out there that can't afford it, and I've been reading this book. Bandit Wendy had talked about it, I guess a couple weeks ago. Skinny Jeans at Last. Can you see it? Where am I? Oh shoot! Crap. Sorry. Um, and in the book, there's something that talks about how only 1% of people who need weight loss surgery actually are able to get weight loss surgery because either their insurance paid for it or they are fortunate enough to be able to pay for it out of pocket. And I'm like, 1%, that is just pathetic. We got a obesity epidemic in this country, and we got to do better than that as a country. And if the foundation is a stepping stone to help save somebody's life and to better their life, I want to be a part of that. And so I'm thinking about trying to start a Gulf South chapter of the WLSFA. I don't have very much time, but I'm willing to put in some time if there's any interest, and maybe if we all work together. So let me know if you're in the Gulf South region, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, like Gulf South area, because maybe we can organize something like every quarter, or something like every 2 months or something, that we can have some kind of get together and do some kind of fundraiser and do something fun, and then we get to share our stories and talk and try and have that one-on-one time in like a smaller group. So yeah, let me know if send me a personal message or something if you're interested, and I'll see what the interest is like. What else did I want to say? Oh, on Thursday night in Vegas, I went zip lining with Texas Mom Robin and with Lynn, and that is something I would have never done before surgery. It is like such a non-scale victory. Also, riding in the plane, having tons of room, like this much belt, loop or whatever, hanging when I tightened up my belt. And on the plane going to Vegas, I was taking a picture of like my crotch area so you could see how much belt was available. And the girl sitting next to me, she kept looking over like, why is this girl taking a picture of her crotch? But I didn't care. Like, that feels really good, So, I keep looking at them because I have all these goals that I wrote down when I first started my journey. And you see, I have like so many things checked off my list. The only things that I don't have checked off my list is to go shoe shopping and feel like my feet are not too fat for cute shoes. I still feel like that. You know why? Because I got wide feet. I can fit into shoes better than I could before, but I still have wide feet. I'm always going to have wide feet, and I don't know if I'll ever check that off. Not have my belly stick out more than my boobs. Some days I look at pictures and I'm like, yeah, I've accomplished that. And sometimes I look and I'm like, nah, the belly still sticks out. And then finally complete a half marathon. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to do that, but it's on my list, so it's always going to be in the back of my mind. Oh, Sandra, Lost and Found Mom. When she was in Vegas, I didn't even know this until we got back, and she did a post on Facebook. She got a Pandora charm bracelet, and she's gonna give herself charms. And I said, hey, I started doing that because VSG Mia did that, and so I have. I told her I'd show her, like, I have all these different charms. You know, I have a little girl, a little boy for my kids, and my fleur-de-lis, and a guitar for my husband because he plays guitar, and I have St. Louis Cathedral. I have all my New Orleans stuff, Tulane University. You know, just other like little New Orleans things, a streetcar, an alligator. But the other thing I got was in Vegas. I got me a die charm in honor of my trip to Vegas. Yeah. So, oh, and another funny thing that happened in Vegas. One night, Lynn and my mom and I went to eat at Margaritaville, and we were cracking up because we ordered one plate of food, and we did not eat all of the food. We ordered, it was a half a roasted chicken, green beans, mashed potatoes, and we got a little side of coconut shrimp, which I think was 3 shrimp on the side of coconut shrimp, and we still had food left over. I know the waiter was very disappointed because he did not make much of a tip off of us, but we were just cracking up that who would have thought, like, a year ago, that you'd have 3 people, 3 grown women go to eat, order one meal, and still have leftovers. It's insane. It is completely insane. So, alcohol consumption. So this was the first time I ever really drank alcohol since surgery. My doctor recommends that you wait a year, but I'm like, it's Vegas. I got to drink something. And what I've figured out with the weight loss surgery is, or with VSG, I guess, the alcohol pretty much just goes through you. It's almost not worth it. If you're not slamming them back one after the other, you're not going to maintain the buzz. At least I didn't. I found that if I had a drink and I waited like 30 or 45 minutes, my buzz was wearing off completely. And so that first night, I was slamming them back, which is why I thought I was going to have a gain on the scale. And then the other nights, I had like 2 or 3 drinks, but nothing like, you know, major or anything. But I don't think I'm going to be drinking very much because it's just not worth it. I don't really want to have slamming them back, empty calories very often. And what's the point of having one drink if you're not really going to get a buzz and maintain it? So I'm just not going to drink that much. It's just not worth it, you know. What else? What else? What else? Trying to think if I'm figuring. Oh yeah, exercise. So I forgot to say this in my last video, or maybe the video before that. That, you know, I've been complaining that I hadn't tried any new exercises at the new gym, and it's so foolish. I'm having this anxiety. Well, I've tried stuff. I tried a spinning class, which it was way more intense than what I could handle. If I could have walked out of that class without embarrassing myself, I would have. You know, they want you to stand up and pump while you're standing up. I thought I was going to collapse. My legs could not hold me up. So what I decided to do the next time is I've started doing elliptical. I'm trying to build up my hip and thigh muscles so that way I can support myself on the bike. So I tried the elliptical. I like the elliptical. It's challenging, but yeah, it was good. And then this week I tried a Zumba class. So y'all, I'm like really stepping out of my comfort zone and trying stuff. I'm so excited with myself. So I haven't gotten in the pool yet, but I will eventually. It's just, you know, it's like the whole hair washing thing. It's a lot to go into the pool. So I just haven't done that yet. But my kids have finished school. They finished school on Wednesday. So now we'll have a little bit more time that I don't have to stress about doing homework and getting home and blah, 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 blah. So, oh, and one last thing. Sorry. On my second to last video, or maybe it was on Facebook, somebody asked me about the stuff that I sprinkle in my hair. This is the, what is it called? Topics Hair Building Fibers. And I got this one off the internet, and I got this one. They're made by the same company, but they have different names. The one I got from the salon, $30 for this thing. The one I got off the internet, I think it might have been like 18 or 20 bucks. I don't remember exactly, but I remember it was a lot cheaper. But you just take and you have your part, and you just, I'm not going to do it right now because I already got some in, but you sprinkle it like pepper. And you see how you cannot see any white of my scalp? And like, I'll do it all over. Let's see. See like how you can see white? Maybe I'll do it right here just to show y'all. You just separate the hair and you sprinkle it in. And you see how like you can't see the white anymore, and it just gives your hair a fuller look. So, you know, if somebody had asked me about it, I can't remember who what is off the top of my head, but I said I would show that. So that's what I've been doing. So anyway, y'all, let me know if you're interested in the Gulf South chapter of the WLSFA, and also let me know if you're out as far as I am and you're having snacking issues and how you handle it. How do you stop yourself, or do you stop yourself? Is it normal? Blah, blah, blah. Because that's my biggest issue right now is the need to snack and munch on things in the evening. So anyway, bye, y'all. I hope y'all have a great week. Go out and make it happen. I will try. I will. Bye.